No, I'm not exactly. I'm trying to get it figured out now. I was wondering if it doesn't pop up until like I'm actually live. So um that doesn't seem to be the case though. It's like a hit or miss thing. I'm trying very hard to not freak out about it. Um, to not like get discouraged. You know why I think it like bothers me? Because I feel like it's like, I don't know, maybe like on a subconscious level, I feel like I'm relating this to failure. And it's like so visible. You know what I mean? And it's like it doesn't work out, and then my response to it is so vulnerable, I feel like. Like right now, I would like to cry. Which probably sounds, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Like maybe I just do without a chat. I just feel like that's not it. I don't know what the heck to do. I don't know how to do it. Anyways, hi people, who's here? I just heard line them up. I heard line them up. I feel like I don't want to say. What is that about? It feels like karmic, like something that's owed. Like this feels like, I don't know who this is for, but this feels like, I heard line them up. I don't want to say it, but it's like lining everybody up and then going down the line and seeing like, I like, are they valid? But I don't know what that means. I heard, are they valid? But I don't know what that means. I feel like it means like, are you integrity? This is relating to integrity. Like going down the line. I don't know who this is though. I feel like this is the divine. Somebody is owed karma. And spirit's like lining them up and going down the line. Okay, the way that I'm seeing it is like, this isn't meant to be violent, but the way that I'm seeing it is, it's like, you know that game where it's at like carnivals. I think it's a water gun, but you have like the people on the boards and you have to try to like get them, and then they knock down. Or is it a shooting game and they knock down or whatever, they lay flat? I just heard like, will you withstand the test? The High Priestess. 8 of Cups. Who is this message for? I don't know. I can't see the chat, so if anybody's saying anything. I just got like, you know when you have a big task and like you're ready, you know you can handle it, but it's like, it's the moment, like you're ready. It's almost like you prepared for a presentation. I just got a notification that said, this is the sign you wanted, make the first move. Now I'm getting like chess, like playing chess. And look at, like, it's the high, oh, it's not visible. It's the high priestess. Look how, you see how she's like, well, that's cool how the shadow does that. That feels significant though. Like the way that, like what is seen and not by the shadow. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, I know this is really random. I don't know who this is for as you guys are all clicking out. It's all good. I'm just going to keep on giving the message. Make the first move. Okay, so that feeling again, what I was saying is like where it's like you've been preparing for this and it's there. It's the moment and it's like, I just heard like before you go into battle. It's like that moment before you go into battle where you compose yourself and you're like, okay. Like you reassure yourself, I got this. That's what I heard. And then you walk out and you have this confidence and you're like, I'm seeing it like the Hunger Games. Like where it's like you take that deep breath before they get pulled out and then they have to go and like wave to everybody, you know what I mean? And it's like they've prepared for this, but also like the Knight of Swords came out. Like look at how this guy looks. You know, like he's getting ready to prepare for battle. Eight of Cups. This feels like a relationship. I want to show you these cards, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to like, all right, it's like the High Priestess, the Eight of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. It's like and then I heard make the first move with the Eight of Cups. Like who's going to make the first move? But look at like how these two are. This is giving me very much like, this feels like chess. Okay, but what is this about? This feels like, this feels so awkward because like I don't know. This feels so awkward. Okay, but anyways, so it's like Queen of Cups. This is definitely relating to, this feels like a relationship. Somebody needs to make a move. And then as I said that, like I feel, you know that nervousness that you feel in your gut? That is what I feel. It's like I gotta breathe through it. And then I just heard make a effing move that'll, well, it's a curse word, but it's like make a effing move that'll make my effing day. I feel like this like it's like this masculine energy is preparing to make a move. And every time I say that, like my heart drops. I feel like this masculine energy is nervous. I just heard hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Two of Wands. What is going on here? Queen of Cups. This is the Chariot. A masculine energy is preparing to make a move, to make a move towards a feminine energy. But this masculine energy is like intimidated. Like this is how this masculine energy sees the feminine, like this. Like this is the High Priestess energy, and it's very intuitive, but she's very much like in charge. Do you see how that's depicted? Like confident, posture on point, upright, like come correct. That energy is like very much come correct. And it's like this masculine energy. Okay, the way that I'm seeing it, it's like, let me show you the card. You see how there's like three? it's like this person is recently learning or recognizing like their ego self, their shadow self, and their higher self. Oh, okay, that's what. So it's like this masculine energy is recognizing that they have to step correct and bring their full self. It's like this, like bring their higher self. No, hold on. They have to be, how do I explain this? It's like this masculine energy knows that he has to come correct, but also account for like his ego and his shadow self. So he has to come correct, like he has to come with his higher self. I'm also noticing like this is something about an eclipse. Look at the background, like that moon. As I'm saying this, I feel this has to do with the throat chakra, like something that needs to be said. An eclipse. I'm seeing like clipped wings. I think this masculine energy clipped the wings of this feminine somehow. With words, like I'm seeing this sword, which represents our words, our speech, communication, and the way that he's holding it. It's like he needs to I feel like this masculine energy is prepared, he's getting ready to come to this feminine energy and be like he's holding his sword, like this was my sword. It's like accountable. He's about to be accountable. Oh my God, and I did say chess. Doesn't this look like chess? Like that setup? This is giving me very much like strategy. Like how do I move? But it's not, this strategy feels different than like how do I move my players to knock your shit down and get what I want. This feels like I'm hearing step on the crack, you break your mama's back. It's like that, like being careful not to step on a crack or step on a line, like being strategic to get to the, like to get to this feminine energy without like breaking anything. The moon keeps being highlighted here, and that's like real. I like was connecting that to secrets, and again my heart dropped in like throat chakra. I feel like this person wants to talk about something that they've withheld, because now I'm noticing the moon in this one and how it's not, it's like not full, it's a crescent, and it's like partial truth. This masculine gave like partial truth. Like this feminine energy knows it, but it's crazy. Well, crazy is not the word. Like this feminine energy isn't, well, because now I'm being drawn to this Two of Wands. I don't know. It's like this feminine energy. Hold on. Let me sort this out before I just like start talking. I'm hearing, come on, chameleon. It's like this okay, so what's happening is this feminine energy is a chameleon. Look at like the dress of this. And there's a significance about like this feminine holding this globe, and it's like perspective, worldview, like this masculine sees this feminine as like powerful, like dominant, like in control, a chameleon, a shapeshifter. Like this person can like pick up, I'm hearing like what? I just heard put up or shut up. That's this feminine. And okay, so now I'm seeing in this card, like, I don't know if you guys will be able to like really see it, but you see how on the pillars, it's like the moon phases. It's like that. This masculine has had an entire, I just heard a reconciliation. I was gonna say recognition, but I just heard reconciliation. And as I'm talking about this masculine and what he knows and what he feels, like I feel it here and like up in through my throat. It's like this is the energy. I feel like this is an unblocking of chakras, the solar plexus, the heart chakra, the throat chakra. Like the energy is just going from here to here. This masculine was overly in their ego, overly in their solar plexus. I'm seeing a sunflower right now, and I'm being reminded that sunflowers are flowers that they can't sustain. Over time, they crush, they like, the weight of their own flower ends up like pulling it down. You know what I mean? Ends up like wilting it, dragging it. Like that's the energy that this masculine is like recognizing. This is the massive ego. The ego got so big that it started to like weigh him down. And so he's having to account for that and bring that to this feminine. And the way that he sees, like every time I say it, I feel like my heart drops into my stomach. And the way that he sees this feminine is like, okay, so also this feminine, he sees this feminine is like hella intuitive, very psychic, divinely guided, very spiritually, like connect. I'm getting ancestral, like, something about birds is significant. Like higher perspective, this masculine associates this feminine with, it's like, I don't know, something about birds is significant in this masculine's, like, how do I describe this? I don't know. It's almost like the way that this masculine is seeing this feminine. I think there's something about birds. There's a fear of birds relating to this feminine. I think that it's like, because look at this crow right here. Like, I don't know. Can I get it? Right there. You see how it's kind of like, you almost don't even notice it. It's blended in. Oh, I get it. Okay. This feminine has insight it's like hidden in plain sight. So you wouldn't know, you wouldn't think that this feminine has this type of connection or this wisdom or this knowledge or whatever. And also what I'm getting is like, this feminine is associated to a bird, maybe specifically like crows or ravens in this masculine's mind. And it's like, when he sees this, I'm getting a crow. Like when he sees this crow, it kind of like, he's like weary, like what's happening, like that kind of thing. I like it feels like this masculine feels like this feminine did like some sort of magic, or is like, the way that I'm seeing it is like this feminine is ready to call this crow, like call out, like, I'm seeing it as Maleficent. I'm sorry, I know the words aren't coming. I'm trying to describe it, but it's like, if you've ever seen Maleficent, you know how Maleficent, I'm pretty sure Maleficent like has a bird, right? That she's like, go check this or go fetch this or whatever. I think, I feel like I think that's true. It's like that. Like, that's how this masculine is seeing this feminine. Like, there's some way that this feminine is able to retrieve information while she's sitting on her throne. She doesn't have to move. But I feel like he's recognizing that it's intuition, because I was noticing the, I don't know if you can see that right there on her chest. It's like the symbol of the two, it's like right here. What the fuck is it called? It's the symbol of like the two moons with the full moon in the middle, but I also believe that represents the maiden, the mother, and the crone. It's like that. There's an intimidation about, like, she can shapeshift through those. Like, she has all of those aspects within her, in this feminine, the maiden, the mother, and the crone. And she can like dip in and out of them as appropriate. It's very goddess-like is how he's seeing it, but it's also very intimidating. Like, I'm noticing how large these figures, the feminines are. Melissa, I still don't have the chat up, so I just saw something flash and I have no idea what you just said. I don't know how to get this up, you guys, so I don't know. I'm just like gonna go with it. I don't know how to. Oh! Oh, thank you, Melissa. Yeah, I totally like I cannot. Oh no, that's not it. I'm gonna try to figure it out like in a minute, but let me just finish this message real quick. So, okay, you see how like large these feminine energies are? And then you have this like masculine energy right here. Look how tiny. That's how this masculine is feeling towards this feminine energy. So take this how this applies, because this doesn't necessarily have to be like a romantic relationship. I'm getting it's gonna vary depending on like who's reading this message, but for some of you guys, I'm getting like family members. Like I'm getting family members. Um, yeah, so take that how that applies. So for somebody, this is like a masculine that has been emasculated by like 3 feminines in his life. I'm getting like siblings and maybe a romantic partner, but then here like you, and it was like, I don't know, because there's the Queen of Cups that sits at the top of this, and it's like that. It's so all of these. It's this. It's like regality, and it's so focused. It's detailed. It's the higher chakras. It's the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, the crown chakra. This is not lower chakra. This is a very divine being that has come in. And it's almost like the way that this masculine was interacting, the way that this masculine perceived feminine energy was very like on a physical level. Like you see how all of these, they show their body and their stature, their demeanor says a lot. These are the types. It's like this one looks sneaky because one hand is behind her back. It's like, what does this person have? Right? And then there's this one that's like chest poked out, like leading with that, like body, like, ooh, look at my whatever. And then there's this one that's like, I don't know, it almost looks kind of wicked. It's very strategic. Like chess, like you're the pawn. Like the masculine was the pawn, and this person just sat in their throne and like moved the masculine. That's his interaction with feminine energies. And it like but then like I feel like here you come, this new feminine energy, and it's higher chakras. You are regal. You are different. You guys, I'm trying to figure out how I get this chat up. I'm sorry. Let me just like try to work on that really quickly. I keep talking about like this masculine energy that's getting ready to like say a thing or make a move or prepare to communicate like to you something, like an apology or something. This masculine energy might be being watched or something, I don't know, but it feels, I just saw like this was at the bottom of the deck, this passion. Oh man, this lighting. Passion. Oops. Okay, well. I was saying that whenever whenever I would talk about making a move, I keep hearing make a move, make a effing move, it'll make my effing day. And it's like that heart drop, like, all right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Like right now, like kind of building, like someone that's building their self up, like they're just getting ready. It's like that moment where you're just like, okay, I'm gonna go, like that. But like, you know, your heart's beating just before. And then you get out and then like you're in it. You know what I mean? Now you're like waving or having the conversation or whatever it is, you're in it. And then it's just like, okay, your nerves eventually dissipate and then you get to whatever. Also this hold on, because I just, joyful, easygoing. That's what they want. All right, let me figure out this live so that I can do like some reading. So that was, I don't know, a message. That was what Spirit wanted to talk about. God, I keep picking up on this energy and it feels like nervous. It doesn't feel a bad nervous. It feels like excited nervous. Like that nervous where it's like, oh, I hope this goes well. Like, I want this to go well. You know? But yeah, okay. Let me try to figure out this chat, you guys, so that I can get you. I don't know if anyone has, so that I can get you. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Bajan. I don't know what that means. You do Gemini. I don't know what that means. Let me try to get this chat up so that I can like interact with you guys and then see what else Spirit wants. What else Spirit gives. All right. Aaliyah. How do you do this? You guys, I was so tired. I recorded another video today because, well, I had another meltdown again. And so I'm so tired. So I got like a large coffee, but this is, let me be honest, you guys, this is my second one. It's kind of been chilling for a minute, so it's a little bit watered down. All right, let's see if we can make this work. Why won't this chat work? Is anybody saying anything? I wonder if like okay, hold on. Let me just make sure that this is set to public and not private, because that might be a part of the problem. If anyone would like to donate so that I can get me a Chromebook so I can have an easier time with this, it would be much appreciated. They're like $200. You guys, bear with me. Has anyone said anything? No? Okay. I have no idea how I did it. Oh, that's what I was doing. Checking this, make sure that this was like public visibility. Oh, set to private. That might be why. I swear I'm gonna get this figured out. I hope. I just got like a heavy energy. I just got like a heaviness. I just started feeling like a... It feels like... I don't know. It feels like, is this pity? It feels like pity. I don't know. Not pity in a bad way, but like sorrowful for someone. You know what I mean? Like when it's like you feel bad for someone, you see they're having a hard time, and it's like, I feel like this energy, it's like they know that they can do something to help. I don't, you know, it's like that, like, oh, like I could help this person, you know? It feels like there's a tinge of like guilt. It's like someone watching someone struggling and then like not speaking up, and then like hanging their head kind of like in shame because like they're not speaking up and they know that they could like help, you know? All right. Well, does anybody have a question? Because I don't know how to do this right here. Or do you guys like have a pick a card topic? I would like to do a pick a card reading, but I don't know, like I can't, my brain can't seem to pick a topic. Did something flash? Oh no. All right. I wonder if I can change settings on here. No. What is that? Oh, I think I figured out how to get the chat on there without it going. Oh, fuck, it went away. Ah. All right. Whatever. Does anybody have a question? Maybe I'll just shuffle until more people come. I'll do like a... All right, let me see. Let me see if I can get this together. Ouch. Sorry if you guys can hear all that noise. I feel like I have an idea, but I don't know if it's gonna work, so let me try it. Picking up on someone's nervous energy, and do I do this? Oops. You guys, this is so frustrating. I have no idea how the heck. I feel like it's because the settings of this thing says that it's private. Like, but it's not though. And if I close out of the screen, it's going to, and I'm just like wasting all this time trying to figure this out on live. Oh, okay, here's a message. Hi, Shirley. Can you please tell me will my business be improving this month? I'm having a hard time with the chat. So are you still here, Shirley? I don't know how to get them to like stay on this screen. I don't think that I can. And I obviously don't know what I'm doing here, so. Are you still on, Shirley? Hi, Sherry. Okay. What's coming towards you in love, huh? Sherry, I feel like we touched on this. Didn't we? There was like, hold on. So I'm like, this is being highlighted, this fear of intimacy. Please, dear God, get me into the chat so that I can do this. All right, so Sherry, I can do that. I can't see your responses though. So, all right, what's coming towards you in love? This is not a very good live, I don't think. Well, now I'm picking up on an energy. It's like tears. It feels like crying. Thanks, Melissa. um, energy feels so like, I don't feel like, okay, hold on. I'm actually like getting, Sherry, I'm trying to pull this, like get this reading up, but I keep being like stopped. And I'm trying to figure out why. I can't tell, like, all right, let me tell you the energy that I'm feeling right now. It's burdened. Okay, so your guides are asking, like, oh gosh, your guides are asking, like, do you need to be in a relationship right now? Like, there's something that you have to address. Because it's like, all right, so what is it then? There's something that's blocking a relationship. There's something about you that you have to address, Sherry, that's blocking a relationship. So what is it? Temperance. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so the way that this is coming through is like there's not, oh yeah, because fear of intimacy came out. So it's like there's not enough, the word that I'm hearing is exposure of your like vulnerable self, your true self. This is kind of giving me like, okay, so you have Queen of Swords, which came out right next to this song. And the song is like, if I'm shining, this is Juice by Lizzo. If I'm shining, everybody gonna shine. I was born like this, don't even gotta try. I'm like Chardonnay, I'm like Chardonnay, get better over time. Okay, so the energy, so heard you said I'm not the baddest. Bitch, you lying. Which I love that song so much. Okay, so but what about it? Why is the Queen of Swords? Okay, so what I'm getting is like, I feel like you take care of everybody else. Like you make sure everybody else is good, but not you. But then you present like you're fine, you got it, you can handle it. I'm all good. It's okay. Like I can. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not I don't need anybody energy, but like like, I don't know if you outright say like, I don't need anybody, but it feels like that's what I'm getting. I don't feel like I'm doing a really good job of explaining this. Let me look at this. You do what? You do say you don't need anybody, or you do need somebody? It feels like the presentation is like, I don't need anybody, but I want somebody. But the truth is like, you do need somebody, and it's okay. It's almost like a difficulty accepting that. And so it's like you're not being honest about your needs. That's what it is. Okay, because you have the Temperance and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you're out of balance. This is giving too much, but saying like, no, it's fine, like I got it handled, but also like I want a relationship. I feel like, oh, that's why that's why. So you're looking for a relationship. This may be on a subconscious level. I would love to have someone. Yes. Okay. And I Spirit is confirming that. On a subconscious level, it's like you would love to have someone to fill a void. And what I mean by that is like, it's okay for people to meet a need, for your person to meet a need. I'm sorry, let me get, I'm like, I'm all jumbled, but it's, I feel like if you were to try to talk about it, like this is how this is how it would come out. Where if someone were to say to you like, yo, you're lacking in this area, not about your character, but it's like, you're not giving enough to yourself, or you're not, like you're over giving. Like, it's like you would kind of fumble about like why that is. It's like, no, I'm not over giving. I'm just, I got to show up for this person, and it's like, fine. And I'm okay. I do just want I do want someone that I can share a life with and whatever. And it's like, I don't need them, but like I want them, and it would be nice. And do you get what I'm saying? Where like the honest, like it's out of balance in that way, where like so for me, Spirit is asking me to use myself as an example. So I had to really put in the work to get to the point of being able to say that I need someone. For the longest time, I prided myself on the fact that I could say like, I don't need anybody. Again, hyper independence, you know what I'm saying? And I understand that inability to say that I need someone is a fear of intimacy. Everyone's demanding. Right. So it's almost like instead of you bringing that into balance and adjusting your boundaries, and I keep hearing respect, like respecting yourself, adjusting your boundaries. For you, it's almost like you're looking to, okay, the way that Spirit is saying is like I don't think that you realize this on a conscious level. That's what they're like bringing to my attention, is like, it's like in the back of your head, like it's not a conscious level, that you want someone to share your life with. And yes, that's true, but you're not recognizing that you want that that you're using that person to fill a void. So it's like you can give, and then you kind of end up depleted, but then at the end of the day, you can go to this person for them to give to you, instead of bringing yourself back into balance, where you can learn how to give, but also give to yourself, so that when you come to that person, that you guys are an equal, like it's an understanding. What am I trying to say? Where you're not solely relying on another person to fill you. You can fill yourself like halfway, and then the other person can do the other half, but the other person doesn't have to do all of the work to like fill your cup. I don't know. I don't know if those words were right, because my guides are like kind of slowing me down. So do you get what I'm saying? They're bringing my attention to that. So that's why a relationship is not, I feel like I did a reading for you where your next relationship isn't it's meant to like show you something, to teach you something. It's not. So it's like there's a thing that you have to address within yourself before you get this long-term relationship that you want. So the thing that you have to address is how you're like out of balance in, okay, so the way that I'm seeing it now is like, I don't know if you have boundaries with your children, in the way that like if your kids call you, and they say, Mom, I need this thing, or I need whatever, and you're like, okay, I got it, I'll run here. And then somebody else calls you and you're like, okay, I got it. And you might finally sit down, and I swear I think this came through in a reading before, but like you might sit down and then you're like, oh, like I'm ready to sit down, but then you're like, oh gosh, wait, I gotta go go do groceries or something like that. Where it's like, I don't know. I feel right now my energy now, it feels, I don't know if this is defensiveness. Like it feels misunderstood. It feels misunderstood, like I don't want to keep explaining myself. I don't know what that means. Does that mean something to you? I don't know what that means. I heard I just want what I want. This feels okay, um so what spirit is saying is like you don't want to, like you don't want my ex, I had to do it all. It's like you don't want to do the work, but let me explain what I mean by that. The way that this is coming through, it's like kind of tired. Like you just want the person, and your guides are saying like, okay, but you need to bring balance to your life first in order to be able to maintain the person. But like I feel like your energy is like that feels like another chore, another task. You know what I mean? Like why can't I just have the person? You know? And like now my heart, it's like I don't want to have to do the work, and I don't think that this is on a conscious level. It's not coming through consciously, where I don't think you're outright saying like I don't want to have to hi Shaniqua, I don't want to have to I just got so distracted. Why did I get so distracted like that? Are you tired? Like I suddenly feel so tired, like I'm like I need coffee. This feels like burnout. um Not out, like it feels like burnout, but not, it's like, okay, you remember back pre-pandemic when we were all just fucking cogs in a wheel going, and it was like this, and no one really know their head from their ass, and no one knew what burnout was or overextending, and yeah, okay, so it's like that, right? So it's, there's that moment where you feel like pre-pandemic, where you feel something, but you don't realize that it's a thing because it's just the expectation. It's what everyone's doing. The world wasn't used to sitting still and regulating their nervous system yet, because we had gotten in, society had gotten into a cycle of just going, and whatever you feel, press it down, drink some coffee, have a drink, smoke a cigarette, take an energy drink, go, do, get it done, produce. So you're going so much and you're pumping so much that you don't even realize that you're tired, right? But then the world shuts down, and then everyone's kind of in a panic for a while, and then once that panic settles, then your energy can settle, and now you actually feel what it feels like to be calm. So then when it's time to get back up and go, now you readily recognize, it's like when it's time to get back up and go, your nervous system appropriately responds and recognizes what overwhelm and overstimulation and burnout is. Did you get what I'm saying so far? So it's like, I feel like you're still in the pre-pandemic way, where you're like, I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna produce, and you hear it's like, when you hear, self-care and do this, and you do the things, but it's not self-care on a deep, intimate soul self-awareness level. self-care in the way that it's like, in order to make sure that I'm managing my energy and not overextending, I'm doing the work to make sure that I know how to communicate specific boundaries, that I'm unblocking my throat chakra, so when someone comes to me and I don't have it to give, I can say no. You got to do the, ask someone else or whatever, without guilt or shame or whatever, you know, or not feeling like you have to produce, so that you can bring yourself into balance, and that you can get to the point of being able to say, like, actually, I am depleted. Actually, I don't have that to give. Actually, I am being overworked right now. Actually, I do need to take some time to rebalance. Do you get what I'm saying? So that I don't feel like I'm over giving, so that I'm not in a space of non-reciprocation. That's what your guides want you to work on in order to be able to have this long-term, stable relationship. Because if you fall, so what they're saying is, like, if you continue where you are without recognizing where you're over giving or like exhausting yourself, and not balance, and not like regulating and maintaining your energy with an equal give and take, in a reciprocal way, you're going to get into a relationship dynamic and have certain expectations of a relation, like from this person, from your partner, but you're going to end up over giving, and then feel depleted in that relationship, because that person is going to be a taker. Because when you don't have boundaries, a person doesn't, there's no stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is your boundary, a person knows, like, okay, this is my stop. When you don't have it, they can like bulldoze right over you. You get what I'm saying? And whether they're even conscious of it or not, whether it's intentional or not, you have, sometimes we have to bring a person's awareness to how they overtake by having hard boundaries. And depending on their response to that will let you know how aware they are and how respectful they are of you. So that's what your guides are working on. So I know, I feel like your question was asking, I don't know if you said anything else. I know your question was asking about like what's coming next in love. Let me see if a card comes out, but like Knight of Swords in reverse. Like, I just am getting Seven of Pentacles. I'm Four of Cups. Yeah, it's not like it's gonna be an in and out person. I just don't know how my parents are elderly and need me. And I feel, hold on. I just don't know how my parents are elderly and need me. I feel bad. My kid's father never did anything for them, so I feel it's my job. But your kids are grown, right? I understand that. Listen, I 100% understand that. I'm not trying to dismiss that. At a certain point, though, like even with my daughter's 12, right? And because I want to teach her how to set boundaries for herself and how to speak up for that, I whatever practices I'm learning, I'm sharing with her and also implementing with her. So there are boundaries, and I'll communicate with her, right? So I'll communicate with her like, okay, I'm autistic, so I know that, especially when I'm in a certain like space of my autism is what I want to say. I know that by the end of the day, at a certain point in the day, my energy, I'm like, I can't have much conversation. And I've articulated that, and I've explained to her, like, it's not you, you know, but at a certain point, I need to just pull my energy in. We can chill and watch a movie, but like, I don't want to engage. I don't want to talk, you know? So that's a boundary of mine in order to make sure that I'm not over giving. Or, you know, even when it comes to like privacy and personal space, she knows she just doesn't have free access to, you know, my room when I have one. Like, it's knock, be respectful, that type of thing. And just various things like that. So even with your kids, when they need you, it doesn't mean that you don't have to show up for them, but we can still, you're still a person. You feel like what sometimes? Like depleted by the end of the day? I bet you do. I'm assuming that's what you're saying, but I bet you do. You have a lot pulling on your energy. So it's okay to say, I'm getting like home, what is it called? Okay, because they want me to finish. So it's okay to say no, but also, let me elaborate on that. It's okay to say no, and it doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a bad mom. It doesn't make you, there's no guilt associated with that. You are a person. And then on top of that, something else again about like a home health aid is coming. A home health aid is coming. Or look into it. So a home health aid to help you with your parents. I mean, like your son is. I'm like seeing that blonde again. You have to be in the, okay, so your guides are saying like you have to be in that vibrational frequency in order to attract these things. So when you, it's like you have to start being accountable and responsible with your energy and putting boundaries in place, because when you do for someone else, they don't have to. And if that's not an agreement or an arrangement that you've articulated that you want, I don't know where I was going with that thought, but if you do, someone else doesn't have to. So if you manage somebody else's emotions, they don't have to learn how to manage their own. If you handle the responsibilities and the stresses of anybody anytime it comes up, they don't have to learn how to do it on their own, which is honestly setting them up for a detriment as they get older. When they then find themselves in stressful situations, they don't know how to manage it because someone else always did. So now that's how people become reactive and I don't know what's going on, so let me just project and place blame and blah, 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 blah. So your guides, okay, they're bringing me to this again, the Temperance and the Five of Pentacles. So your guides want you to work on coming back into balance, like coming out of this, like, it's like, I say non-reciprocal, but the way that it's coming through, let me find the words. It's like you're like left out you're like left out of consideration. How do I say this? It's just like, I feel like you're like the back of the pack. You know, like you're making sure everybody has their, like you're the back of the pack. Like you're making sure everybody is good and set up to succeed and everything is good, but like you're the back of the pack and nobody's looking out for you. So you have to put energy into making sure that you can set up things so you can look out for people, but they can also look out for themselves to a certain degree, and then that gives you room to look out for yourself also. Do you get what I mean? So everybody's set up where you guys can pour into each other, but also they're able to pour into themselves. Then you'll be in a vibrational alignment, the vibrational frequency, in order to be in alignment with the long-term relationship that you're looking for. Otherwise, again, it's just going to be boring and non-reciprocal, and you're going to find yourself in like one of those relationships where it's like, oh, how did I end up here? Like, how did I get here again? Like, how did I end up with this kind of person again? Because this is a karmic lesson your guides are saying. So you have to really like work through the impacts of your ex-husband. Because I noticed you mentioned a couple things about him, and it's like, you know, he didn't do, and he was this, and I get, like, that's not to discredit you. But when we're, it's like, you guys are saying, like, when you're looking at it that way, like what this person did, you're not seeing the mirror. Because it's like this, like, yeah, this person walked right all over me, and they were such a terrible person. Okay, but what did you do to stop it? You know what I'm saying? Where it's like projection, like this person did this thing, but it's like, okay, but what was your part in it? Because any interaction takes two people. And that's not to say one is wrong or right or bad or blah, blah, blah. This is karma. This is how it works. This is why, like, anytime I'm in a situation, like almost every situation I'm in, especially those that cause discomfort or like I feel like I'm put out in some way, I'm like, all right, what is this showing about myself? What am I meant to learn about myself in this situation? Like, what did I do or not do that allowed me to get so far in this relationship or discomfort or whatever? Do you get what I'm saying? So your guides are bringing your attention to that. Like, where, again, the example that they're giving me is if you say, like, this person, you know, didn't respect me and they walked all over me, it's like, okay, well, did you put boundaries in place and did you stick to them? And then did you implement, like, did you pull your energy away when they showed you that they didn't, I don't know why I just chuckled. I don't know why I just chuckled. That was very rude, and I don't know why that made me chuckle. But it's like, did you do that, you know? It's kind of projection energy. So I don't know if you said anything else, but so they're not telling me anything about like any specific person that's coming in. Now I feel that sad energy again. Is that yours? Like where it's like I don't, it feels like heavy, kind of sad. Like I don't want to do the, I feel like you were like hoping to just get like, this is the person that's coming in to you, you know? And now it feels like a kind of disappointed. Like, that's how it feels. Is that your energy? Why are you apologizing? There is no need to apologize. Listen, I choose to do this. Thank you for the apology. It's not necessary. I choose to do this. So, yeah, you do, Sherry. I choose to do this. And, okay, so you got the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. And in this deck, look at how she's holding on to this. Like, I feel like it's like, she's holding on to it like it's like, no, it's mine. Why? Because she's so used to giving that like this one little thing that's hers, she's like, no, it's mine. But also then you have the Four of Swords. Did I say, what did I say this was? Four of Swords in reverse. It's like you're not, you need to rest, but you're not. You know what I mean? Also, it's like you need to be selfish about your rest, about your ability to rest. Like, no, I'm taking time to rest right now. I can't. Like, the world will not fall apart. Okay, so also, sorry, this is such a long message. Hi, Shaylee. Is that how you say it? I can't remember. This is such a long message, but also, yeah, so it's up to you to make the adjustment. Because otherwise people, exactly that. Like, people know how to treat you based on how you teach them. So exactly that. Someone's going to, this is what I was saying about the boundary. If you don't have a boundary, a person's used to this. You know what I'm saying? So until you put that boundary in place, they're not going to know where to stop. And yes, they might be used to running and then running and then running and having this open space. So there might be a reaction when they run and then suddenly they hit a wall and they might be like, what the fuck? This wall was never here before. You know, but you got to hold that wall. You got to hold that boundary. And then they'll get used to, okay, that wall's here. So now I need to make a different route, or I need to, you know, they'll figure out how to be more self-sufficient. So that gives you the room to that, you know, breathe, let your hair down, do the things you want to do, enjoy life. All right. So that's what I have for you, Sherry. Shaniqua, are you still on? Hey, Shaniqua, are you still on? Hey, girl. Thanks for being here. Okay, you had a question. You. Okay. I feel like I kind of like this. All right, I might have to like adjust in a minute because the sun is going down and I'm just getting like natural lighting because I feel like the natural lighting makes me look pretty. So I'm gonna have to turn some lights on in a minute. That harshness is gonna start showing the bags under my eyes from when I was crying and all the wrinkles and craters and divots. You know, it's gonna show the raw me. All right, so you're Gemini, huh? How does he feel? All right. I feel like, okay, hold on. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I need to, what's happening? I feel like I want to like sway and move and just be like I feel very hippie-ish. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to be like the music, let the music take over me and just zone. Are you smoking? Are you a smoker, Shaniqua? I'm not, that's not a judgment. It feels very like Erykah Badu. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he is. Okay. Like, it feels very like, well, I don't know. It's coming through feminine. And I don't know if that's because, like, me, that's how, I don't know. I don't know why it's coming feminine. But I'm just getting this very, like, vibe out energy. Very, like, hippie, Erykah Badu. Go with the flow. Like, it's all love, man. Peace and happiness. Whose energy is that? I love it. It's not fake. It's very much real. It's very much like, you know? Yeah, that's all good. Same, Shaniqua. I dig it. Okay. So the song that came out was, for your question, was Can't Help Falling in Love by Haley Reinhart. It says, oh, like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes, some things are meant to be. Oh, take my hand, take my whole life too, 'cause I can't help falling in love with you. Do you know that song? I feel like that's why it's like, that makes sense. That's that swaying energy, like music. I'm seeing like a candlelit room, you know what I mean? Like, it's nighttime, candlelit room, and it's just like swaying and dancing, and it's just in the moment. It's just like, I can't help falling in love with you. It's so in the moment. It's like, I could cry. It's like nothing else exists. Nothing. It's just like, this is the energy that I'm getting. Like, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. And it's like, don't even, just close your eyes. Don't just feel. You know, like, don't think. Like, just be. It's like that. I don't even know the words. This feels so good though. Like, I don't even want to open my eyes. Like, I don't even want, like, I just want to just like I'm holding the hand, and it's just like, oh, in the moment. Like, that's how I feel. That's it. That's what I'm getting. God, it's so, I don't want it to end. It's so beautiful. It's so, I keep saying in the moment because it's I don't know another word. It's so, this is like one of my, I know, Shaniqua, like, this is one of my autistic moments where I'm like feeling, but I don't have the words, and I feel like, like, it's like, this is giving me autistic joy. If you don't know what that is, it's like joy times 10. For whatever the thing is that brings the joy, it's that times 10, and that's how this feels. Like, it is so beautiful. I could cry, and like, I don't want, I just want to sit here. I don't even want to pull the cards. Like, I just want to, I don't know if that's your energy or his, but it just feels, okay, so your angels say that's his. It's very just like certain. It feels certain. Oh, my thing. I don't know why I have that thing on anyway. It's not like it's working. I have to like do this every now and then. So, hi Shaylee, Carpe Diem. Word, seize the day. I keep saying hi to you, Shaylee. Like, okay. So, excuse me. All right. Ugh, I just heard tortured. Are you going through something right now? Like, who isn't, right? Let me be specific. I'm getting a lot of like anxiety or like in your head. Like, do you talk to him about stuff that's going, like something that's going on? This feels like a kind of like a, I don't know if prolonged is the right word. Is prolonged the right word? No. Like a situation that you might, I don't know, like you might have mentioned to him. Maybe involving like a female. And, hi Victoria. Competition. I don't know. I'm kind of getting like work vibes. I don't know. Is there someone that you're like not getting along well with? You don't tell him things anymore. Do you post? Like subliminally? You know, maybe quotes. It's like, are you going? Did you post about it? I don't know how he, okay, I don't know if this is related to your guy then, but something is coming through about like a, it feels, I don't know if it's like competitive. It feels kind of like, oh, like why is this even a thing? Like why is this even, feels like kind of annoyance. Okay, hold on, because I feel like I'm not getting the right words. So let me just clarify. I just suddenly like had the strongest urge to pee. Normally I don't feel like what's happening when I'm channeling, like, I don't know, I just suddenly felt like a kick to the bladder. Is somebody pregnant? Um, I'm really confused. I'm really quite confused because this feels like two, I don't know if this is two different storylines, like two different scenarios, or ugh, okay, I feel like your guys want to talk about your sister. This feels stressed. Okay. Hi, Victoria. Okay, Shaniqua, hold on, because I don't know what's happening. I don't know that this. All right, Spirit. So what is it? What's up? Because God, this energy changed. Now I feel like I feel like my heart beating. Sorry, Shaniqua, this is it, that I'm like, Spirit is moving slow with this one, with this reading. It feels like there's a lot of intent, like confusion. All right, the way that I'm feeling right now is like I need to just like like slow down, take a second, because the energy feels very erratic and kind of like all over the place. And so that's how I feel like I need to be right now. Is your energy like all over the place? Yeah, I'm really getting like the need, like even I'm sitting like cross-legged, like I feel like I need to just like center my energy. And then when I do that, like when I'm sitting here, I feel like I want to like cry. Like I need, it's like, I feel like not a, like a gentle, it's like a gentle cry, like tears just flow, like just a release. You know what I mean? Like just sit here, sit with the divine, and cry. It feels like you're holding on to a lot. Like you're holding on to something. I don't know. And it's almost like you're trying to push it down, push it down, push it down, and ignore it. It feels like a hurt. Like if you were to just sit and be still and just like, you would probably cry. Because why? It just feels like there's a lot, like the way that I feel like I want to cover my ears. Like it just feels like there's so much nonsense, so much noise around that it's like, like I can't, it feels like it's disrupting my own energy. Like I feel like like something's on my back, you know what I'm saying? Not literally, but I'm trying to describe this energy where your guys do not want to talk about this man. At least not, maybe they'll circle it back around to him, but there's something else. There's this energy. It feels like you need a release. It feels like you need a release. It feels like you are like it's because you have the Eight of Swords that came out like this. This is exactly how I would describe the energy, where like you're presenting like this, but this is what's happening on the inside. And it's getting like the way that I feel it, like I just like, like I feel like I need to shake it off. And then like center myself. Do you know? Yeah, then like temperance you also have. Like look at like coming into balance, like centering yourself. But what is the Six of Wands about? This is giving me like, okay, hold on. So what I'm getting, the Six of Wands, what is the Six of Wands about? It's like turning your back. I'm getting a lot of, okay, this is like, this might be family. This is like turning your back on family, but let me explain. I don't mean like cutting them or being, it's just like turning your back. This might not, I feel like it's family. I don't know. If it's not family, it's close. People that are close to you, close energies that's toxic. And it's like they're stifling your shine. Like when you're facing them directly, it's unnecessary like chatter and it's abrasive. It feels like it's flying at me and it's just like, I can't. And it's like as soon as you just kind of like, nope, you know what I mean? Like you can embrace your light. Cause look at, this is the Six of Wands card. Like it's like the haters are behind you and the people that celebrate you, it's like when you turn towards the people that celebrate you, like that's the victory. That's when you can shine your light. I'm about to cry. Like that's when you can shine your light and that's when you can be celebrated and that's when you can feel like free. You know what I mean? But right now, like whatever, something is happening here that it's like, it's a lot of, it feels like, it feels like chatter that's not, it's like, get off of me. Like I feel like you have energy vampires around you. Like there are people that's just like, I just heard suckling at the teat. I keep hearing torment. They're like tormenting you. It's almost like they're making you feel like you're not doing enough or you're not good enough for what you're doing. Like you're giving and then it's like, well, you didn't do this or you could have done this. Like it's like, okay, this is what I'm being reminded of. I remember this one time when my daughter was younger, I took her to McDonald's and I got her a Happy Meal. And then as we pulled off, the first thing that she said was like, you didn't get my barbecue sauce. Excuse me, what? You know what I'm saying? That kind of energy. That's what it feels like. That's how your energy feels. It's like, excuse me, what? I just got you a fucking Happy Meal. And you're complaining that you don't have barbecue sauce? Like, we got barbecue sauce in the fridge. That's how your energy feels. Now, obviously, it's not specifically the McDonald's Happy Meal, but it's like that. Like, it's like chatter. Like, it's just like, I cannot. I can't even continue to acknowledge that. So it feels like I just gotta pull this in. Like I can't emphasize to you how much I cannot right now. Yeah. So like this thing that's, I don't know who this is. Maybe it's your sister. I don't know who this is, but this energy is a lot. It's mouth. This energy is a talker. Like loud. Like their energy is loud and it's just like, but you know what though? I'm getting very hurt energy. Like it's very like loud and like but like the root of that is there's a hurt. There's a hurt. And that hurt is being projected on you as like you're not doing enough or you're not good enough, like you're not. Are you like a maternal figure to someone? Okay, yeah. That's it. She's projecting onto you that you're not her mom. Oh my gosh, this hurts my heart. I have chills. I have chills. So she's mad. Whatever the situation is with your mom, she's upset about that. And she's you're not, I just keep hearing you're not my mom. And like, I'm fighting. I don't know if you can see these chills. Like, I'm fighting back tears in my throat. Like, she's so upset with your mom. She's so upset with your mom. And she can't take it out on her mom. So she's taking it out on you. And you're never going to be enough for her because you're not her mom. Don't personalize that. Don't personalize that. She's hurting. Oh my gosh, that baby is hurting. Like and the thing is, she's mad. I think she's mad at God. I have chills. Can you see this? She's mad at God and she's mad at your mom for dying. Like she's mad at it's this. Like she's mad at God and she's mad. I don't think she recognizes that she's mad at your mom for leaving. But even if she did, it's like she can't say it because it wouldn't be, that's a hard thing to say. Cause that doesn't make sense. Like how can you be mad at someone for dying? You know what I'm saying? That baby is hurting and she's mouth. Like okay, so what about it? What does she do, Spirit? Oh my God, like she needs, oh. Okay, so first of all, Shaniqua, I fucking commend you. I feel that heaviness in your chest. Like, I want to bawl because, yeah, I feel that. That's a lot of weight, yo. Like, I can't, these chills, can you see them? Like, they will not go away. This is hardcore confirmation. It's on my legs. It's all over. Okay, so, whew. All right. Spirit. Oh, can we all just take a minute to like send some really healing, loving energy to Shaniqua and her family? Because this is heavy. I feel that shit so deep. Like I'm trying not to cry. That is a lot. Oh, good God. All right, so Spirit, so what's up? Now I'm pissed. Now I feel irritated. Now I feel pissed. I don't know whose energy this is, but now I feel pissed. Is this yours, Shaniqua? Like, I feel pissed. I feel like the undercurrent of what you're feeling is pissed. Like, why the fuck? Why? Why did this happen? Why is this on me? I'm not equipped. I'm not capable. I don't have the means. I'm struggling. I'm trying to make it through. Why? Why do I have to deal with this? Like, why do I have to get this projection? Why do I have to get the brunt of this? Why do I have to pick up these, pick up these babies and carry them? Do you get what I'm saying? I didn't even see your comments. Shaniqua, what are you apologizing for? Oh, God, I want to give you a hug. Okay, so I don't know if you're... All right. I was going to say, I don't know if you are... I was going to say, I don't know if you... What the hell was I going to say? I don't know, because now I feel like I just want to incessantly bawl. Are you crying? I don't know if you've acknowledged the anger that you are holding inside. Like, I don't know if you have that. Have you gotten to that? Do you recognize that? Yeah. This feels like anger. Are you angry? Have you well, that's what's happening then. It's exactly that. That's exactly what I started off saying, where it's like, this is the presentation, but this is what's happening inside. All right, so you got to sit with that. because there's anger that you are denying. Like, I don't know if you're denying it. Do you know, like, do you readily recognize that you are angry? I'm just like kind of laughing because, well, not laughing. I just, like, this is not at all what you just feel overwhelmed. There's so this is, your guys are saying this. I don't know why I feel like I want it. There's an undertone of anger that you're not acknowledging. I feel like because you're trying to run away from it. Because it's too painful to sit with. It's too painful to acknowledge, to address. It's too painful to say, okay, well, hold on. What is it, Spirit? It's painful. It's painful to get to the point of saying that you're mad at God, or that you're mad at your mom, or you're mad at life, you're mad at the universe, whoever you recognize. There's an undercurrent of anger that's not being acknowledged. It's being presented like this is you, but this is your inside. I just heard cry out to me. I just feel responsible for all the babies that were left behind when my brother and mom died. There's an anger there. Like, you mentioned that like 3 times now, 3 or 4 times. You're angry. I'm not trying to project. I know I feel like it sounds like I'm trying to tell you how you feel. It's not that. I feel it, and Spirit's telling me like you gotta sit. They're showing me about a time when like I had to sit at my altar in prayer and stuff because there was an emotion that I wasn't able to acknowledge, which was basically that I was like angry at the divine, and I didn't realize it. Like, I was like, I'm not angry. I couldn't, like, because that's so taboo, you know what I mean? To say that you're angry at the divine, you're angry at the God. So like, that's like, I'm not angry, I'm not angry. So I couldn't readily recognize. I had to sit with that. I had to sit with it, and like, what is this emotion? What does it feel like to be, that whole thing. Like, you need to do that because it's an energy that's stuck. Which is, this is a similar message, but it's a blockage. It's a blockage that's because now I'm seeing the whole scene, like, I can't help falling in love, like that dancing. So why is that? How's that connected? It's like, okay, God, this feels like fulfillment. It's the simplest thing that makes you so happy that you cry. You ever have that? Oh, I think a comment came through. Oh, no, it didn't. But have you ever had that? Like, do you know? It's like that. Like, it's the simplest thing that it just lights your heart up, that you're just like, thank God for this. Like, it's supreme gratitude. It's such a blessing. But there's like, I don't know, it's like a missing link. If you guys see me like constantly, it's because my angels are, let's say, I'm channeling. Um, the way my energy feels right now, like I just got sad. I feel like, am I ever gonna like be good enough? That's what I heard. Like, will I ever get, like, it feels like, I don't know, feels like you question this demeanor, where it feels like you question this. Actually, it reminds me of like the 4 of Cups, but it's like you question. I just picked this up and saw the King of Cups. It's like you question, like, will I ever find that, what I just described? Like, will I ever find that? Will I ever find that guy? Will I ever find that love? Will I ever get that? Will I ever get that feeling? It's such a longing. And then like my mind automatically went to your babies. It's like I see, and the fact that I called them your babies, it's that. It's like, what's for me? It's kind of how it feels, where it's like I'm, how can I describe this? It's like you can't even fantasize about what you fantasize because your brain is pulled to your babies that aren't your babies. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I feel like, listen, I don't want to put words in anybody's mouth, and I know that this is very aggressive what I'm about to say, but this is what I just heard. It feels like my life is cut short. Like I didn't get to live my life and do it the way that I want to because like I have to take on somebody else's babies, and it's like I love them. I'm gonna care for. This feels like guilt. I have chills again, where it's like you're denying yourself your right to be angry, your right to be. I feel like you're carrying a guilt where it's like deep inside you feel like these are not my babies. Like I want to be able to pursue my life. These are not my babies. And it's like you don't want to say that because I feel like you associate that with you don't love them, or that you think other people will think you don't love them, or that these kids will think that you don't love them. And it's not that, but this was not what you intended for your life. And it's okay to say that. That's what your angels are saying. Come to God, come to the divine, pray about it, talk about it, be vulnerable and authentic, and say that. Like, oh, I just want to cry. I feel it in my throat. Like, bring this, say it. You need to say it. Your angels are saying you need to say it. Do you have like a prayer or meditation? It keeps showing me my altar that I used to have. And so it's like that. Like, I don't know if you have an altar. Do you have an altar or like a prayer space or a meditation space or something? It's like bring it and say it. Yeah, I understand that. So both can be true. Maybe your guides are encouraging you to have like a dedicated space to pray. Like it could be, okay, I hope you, let me see. I hope this doesn't fall. But you see this tiny little table? It can be something like that, like as small as like a bedside table. And you can have whatever, nothing, something, but it's like your dedicated space where like when you're here, it's you and God, and that's it. That's how my first altar started off, was like a tiny little table, kind of like this, and it was low down. I got it from Goodwill. Like I think it was actually like maybe it was a bedside table or something. I don't know. But I had like my Mother Gaia statue and just a couple things. But that became my sacred space, and I had a little mat that I rolled out, and that was like my prayer. I would get on it and meditate and pray and sit there and just talk to God. I had a picture of my mom who also passed. It's that type of energy, like creating a space that's for you, that's sacred, where you can say these things, do these things, and know that it's safe in this space. It's just you and God. It's you and your angels. It's you and whoever you pray to. You know what I'm saying? That's what but either way, your guides are saying, like, you got to talk about this. You got to talk about this. Even if you just have to start by journaling it out, you got to talk about this. Because it's creating a blockage, which is disconnecting you from this fulfillment that you have. It's keeping you from being able to fantasize. And fantasizing, anything that's polarized one way or the other is not good. But fantasizing is a way of manifesting. I just feel like now all of a sudden I just feel like, like I just want to, that was a lot. Like I felt like that took a lot out of me. And also I want to just like, I don't know what's happening. Like I feel it in my heart, and it's like, I don't know. Like my heart feels heavy. So that is, I know that doesn't answer the question about this Gemini, about your Gemini, Shaniqua. That's what Spirit wanted to talk about. That makes my heart like nervous when why? Because I was getting, what was it, Spirit? I don't know, like I feel so nervous though, like it's anxious. Like I don't think you don't want to like lose him. Hi Shaylee. Yeah, I don't really have a list. I'm just kind of going intuitively. Shaniqua did a donation, so that's why I did her reading. But let me see, what time is it? 8:30. Okay, well first of all, I should probably start turning some lights on, huh? And I need some chapstick. Ooh. I feel like I can cry now. Shaniqua, are you okay? Water? I definitely need to drink some water. You know what, that's a good idea. Shaylee, you sure? That was a lot. That was a lot, boo. I feel like I want to say I'm gonna pray for you, but I feel disgusted saying that because, you know, I feel like that's one of those things where it's like I'm trying to get across my intention and what I can do for you, but I know that doesn't change the situation. Like, sure, it's helpful, but like I feel like your energy is like, thanks, but I need something more than prayer, you know? Like, thank you. Like, I'll take it, but, you know? The Six of Swords came out, though. Oh, you can't see that. Which is, like, moving into calmer water. But I'm hearing you have to, like, cry it out. You have to speak it. Like, really work through and get to that. I have some water. Okay, so oh, what did that say? All right, Shaylee. Is it Shaylee? Am I saying that right? Melissa, are you still on? I feel like I don't know why I'm like yelling every time. Melissa, are you still on? Oh, Howard. Hi, girl. I'm trying to decide if I Spirit. Do I have, are there any messages that you have? Hi, Jasmine. Thank you, Shaylee. I'm picking up like a heavy energy. No surprise. I feel like that's what. Okay, this energy feels, Lord have mercy. Are we all going through it or what? Oh, golly. I'm just trying to sort through this energy. I feel like I want to, like, this is what I'm feeling. Like, it's like, I get like this. I just want to, like, oh my God. And, like, cry. And I don't know whose energy that is. I just got a message. Oops, sorry, you guys. Okay. That's yours. Okay, so I just got a donation, Shaylee, so those always go to the front of the line. Hey, Jasmine. All right, I need to like clear that energy out because that's heavy. But Shaylee, girl. Do I want to do that? We're about to get smoked out. All right, Jasmine, do you have your question? I think I'm going to start like increasing the donation amount because I realize like how thorough my readings are, like on these live chats. Well, in general, but especially for a live chat. I mean, they're damn near personal readings, which are more than $10. So I think that I'm going to start, I feel like I'm going to start increasing that. I'm just saying that because I don't want you guys to be like alarmed, or I mean, feel how you feel, but I realize like how much energy I exert in these readings and how much it takes for me, and it's definitely worth more than $10. And I'm not like, that's, thank you. I appreciate those who contribute. Huh? No, stop. It's not, the apology is not necessary. It doesn't. I'm just saying in general with anyone, with any reading, because I can't not. That's just, I can't not. Like, I gotta sift, they have to be. I don't know how to not give detailed readings. I don't know how, how some readers just give those quick, like, overview readings? I can't. That's not my style. I like to, this is a lot. Is this a lot? I don't know why this is. Here we go with the smoke again. All right, let me see what this is saying. Have to ask from lessons. Okay, yes, beautiful. Aw, thank you. Melissa! Look at you trying to make me cry on live. Thank you. Why am I weird? I don't know, because that's how God made me, I guess. So yeah, you guys, I'm going to definitely increase these live chat donation readings. I don't know the amount yet. I'll probably discuss it with my co-pilot, Melissa. I'm just kidding. That's funny. Welcome. Come one, come all. You know what I mean? The Ace of Wands came out, which if you guys know tarot, oh, this is not good lighting. I'm not going to be able to share it with you, the pictures, but it's all good. But anyways, if you know anything about the Ace of Wands, that can be very reactive, the Ace of Wands. And it's like, yeah, how appropriate. Yeah, we all are. All right, so let me just get this shuffled a little bit, Jasmine. And then let's answer your question. You said, what was your question? Is it over between you and Edgar? Is that what this question was? Ooh, honey, I gotta ask from last time. I appreciate it. Absolutely, Jasmine. Girl, listen. Do you, boo-boo? Justice. Oh, you guys can't see that. Okay, so you have the Justice card and Two of Swords in reverse. I'm getting that you are going to get some communication from him. Like this stagnant energy, this like stagnant energy and not talking, that energy is going to move. You're going to get justice. What does that mean, justice? Let me split this. Hold on. Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. You know that. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Oh, thank you, Shaniqua. I don't know how to not. And I used to think that was a bad thing because I'm like, I feel like my lives are so long, but I only read for like 3 people or something because they're so detailed. And I used to think that was a bad thing. But now, you know, like whatever. It is what it is. I guess, you know, whoever is here is here. I don't know why that makes me want to cry, but because I'm such a sap. I'm so emotional these days, you guys. All right. My energy feels so silly and so giddy for you, Jasmine, for this reading. Like it feels uplifted and like I just want to be silly. Shaylee, I want to do a reading for you. Listen. You guys, what's happening to me? Thank you. Let me tell you why this is happening because I've been having a shit ton of meltdowns and really feeling just not great and very lonely and disconnected from people and God damn it, I'm gonna cry. So I don't know. I need encouragement. I'm a human being. You know what I mean? Like I need encouragement. I need genuine encouragement. So when I get this feedback, it's like, thank you. Like this makes it worth it. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Look at you guys. I'm sorry, Jasmine's like, can we get to my reading? Yes, girl. Yes, we can. Let me just wipe this off to the side. Back to you, Bob. Okay, but this is my energy, though. It's like super... Aw, Shaylee, thank you. I'm trying to be positive, but I'm ready to know the truth. Okay. Jasmine. So what I'm trying to explain to you is like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. It is the best medicine. Okay, so Jasmine, this energy is... Okay. This energy, the way that it's like playful and bouncing around and like raw and kind of all over the place, that is the energy of, it's like, okay, how can I can't even get words because I feel like I'm so excited. You know, like you ever feel that, like when you're so excited and you want to tell someone something, but like you can't even get the words out and it's like coming so fast, but it's not making sense and you're like, okay, I'm going to get to it. But also, and then you're kind of like distracted and it's like, yeah, I don't know, I'm just happy. It's like, that's the energy that I'm feeling. You get what I'm saying? There's 7 likes and 7 people in here right now, which is a 7 and a 7. So that might be significant. So I said that to say, that was an exertion of energy, and now I feel tired. And I also need to open this window real quick because this is like smoking me the F out. So if you guys hear like background noise, I'm sorry. This is all a part of the reading. You know, I mean, you've been here before, so you know how this goes. But this is all a part of the reading. So, well, now my energy feels like, I don't know, kind of shy. It's like shy and like this, you know, where it's like, hold on, I'm just sifting through this energy, but I feel like this came through the last time in the reading where his energy was kind of all over the place. It's like not, it's not, good God, this stuff is, I'm about to put this out. Let me move this actually, hold on. Don't burn me. That's better. Okay. Does your person smoke? I feel nervous now. Um, I know that, but that's the thing. This is the energy. Yeah, smokes weed. Like I felt that with this, like that was so aggressive in my face with that smoke, and it's all good. Okay, but so like this is, I feel nervous as fuck right now. It's, and this is all his energy. Do you see how all over it is and like it's chaotic? So see what I'm saying? Like it's that. It's like that energy. Like I feel like I know that you want a yes or no answer. I don't, it's not. It's not over. How do I just, it's like, Jasmine. Okay, so my eye keeps being drawn to justice. Like you're gonna get your, yeah, I see that. Dang. Yeah, that seems like him. Yeah, okay, so like you're gonna get your justice. And then the Wheel of Fortune card. Like the fate is gonna change. But also, how do I don't even know how to put this to words because it's like, it's not a yes and it's not a no. It's not an undecided, like it's God, give me, what are the words? There's so much distraction. It's like the way that I'm seeing it. It's like the question is here and then there's all these things floating around and it's like to get to the answer, there's, you got to get through all these things, but as you're going, like you're getting knocked by all of the other like floating things. Do you get what I'm saying? I know that sounds really weird. So that's how I'm trying to explain, where it's like to, I'm getting his energy and it's like, so much is like pulling his attention. But also you said he's a smoker, so I feel like there's like a lot of like ADD type energy, and it's not a no, but it's like the way that his energy interacts with your energy is like, I'm excited and like I want this thing, but also then like I get nervous and I'm not sure, and it's like, can I even, am I gonna be able to say it? Like I don't know, but that doesn't mean I don't want it, but also like, I don't know if I can commit. It's like that type of energy, you know what I mean? Like, is it over? Like, I don't know. I mean, do you want it to be over? If you want it to be over, okay. Like, I don't want it to be over, but like, do I want to commit? It's that. It's such nervous energy, you know? Specifically when it comes to that, because I just get I get the feeling like, I know this doesn't answer your question. There's no such thing as accidents, but I get the feeling like there's more of a confidence in other. Does he work on cars or do some? I don't know why I'm getting like cars. Does he work on cars or like cars? Something with cars, like fast cars or sports cars. Something about cars is coming through. You see what I'm doing? Do you see how I'm like super just kind of like fidgety and like, oh, he pushes me away like it is. Yeah, he likes cars. Something about cars. Okay, but this is what I'm getting though, Jasmine. The more that you keep coming to him, the more he's gonna push you away. Like, you need to stop. Be steady. Steady. I was gonna say be still, but steady was coming out. So be steady. Be steady. Okay. And let him come to you. Be steady in the like, be sure. No. Be confident. Be steady. Be steady. Not like, but just be steady. Be steady. I know I'm repeating the words and it's like, okay, what the fuck does that mean? I mean, like, be sure. Be steady. You know, like this. Be steady. You can still make movement. Be steady. Not like, I want to be with him. I don't want to be with him. That's unsteady. Be steady. Be steady. Be steady. And no. Yes, energetically. Be steady energetically. Like, no. You know what I mean? Like, you keep questioning, like, 9 of coins. I'm getting like, are you like pursuing something like career-wise? Like, this doesn't feel like just your humdrum every day. Like, are you reaching for something? Do you have a goal career-wise? Let me read these comments. I'm positive I want to be with him. Makes me question. Well, then you're not positive. If your energy makes you question, then you're not positive. Like, let me explain that. I know that you're positive that you want to be with him. You said, I'm positive that I want to be with him, but his energy makes me question. That's why you have to be steady. Because as you question, I feel like it throws his energy off. It feels like abandonment issue or rejection issue where it's like, if you're not sure, and I think that this is a trigger both ways, actually. Like, if you're not sure, then he's not sure. Like, it's like, you're not sure about me, I don't want to commit. Like, you know, but then also it's like, oh my God, you want me to commit? Like, that's a lot. So you have to be steady. You have to be the anchor. You have to be the anchor so that he can, you know, do whatever, and then not do whatever in the sense that there's no regard, but it's like, you know, and then as the water calms, like, he calms. But you're the anchor. You're steady here, you know? Do you get what I'm saying? And either way, you're still connected. I'm getting that he needs the freedom to be free. Not single per se, like not disrespectful. I don't get that he would be disrespectful, but it's like he needs to be free, to be himself, to do it, like to hang out with his friends, to not feel. I feel like he associates commitment with like loss of self. Like, it's like, I just have to live in this bubble and give up my life. You know what I mean? Like, and now I'm gonna be consumed by this woman, and that's it. Like, everything I do has to be with this woman or whatever. I feel like, ugh. Like, that makes me feel like, ugh. Like, who wants that? I'm not judging somebody who does want that. Like, if that's your thing. But that's how he processes it. You know what I mean? Where it's like, that's how he associates commitment. Okay, so the more that you're like, energetically, like, do you want to be with me? 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 It's like, ah! You know what I mean? Like, ah! You know? So, your advice is to be steady. Like, no. Just no. I know that's so easy to say. Girl, I'm going through the same shit. I know that's so easy to say. Like, when I hear it from spirit, like, I just heard myself, my Aaliyah, my person, just heard me say that to you, like, through spirit, and I'm just, I wanted to be like, what the fuck? I know it's so easy to say, like, just no, just be still. When the physical world doesn't, it's not caught up yet. you know? Okay, now I feel Seven of Star reverse. Now I feel nervous again. It's like this feeling of like, I want to make the move, I want to do the thing, I want to say the thing, but also like, I'm nervous. Why? It's like it's the unknown. There's so many there's so many like thoughts. I feel like it's hard to even like catch one. You know what I mean? Like that nervous energy. It's just nervous, and then it's like like all the things that I don't even know if he knows. It's like hard to catch one thought. I'm just letting it be, but hope he does decide to finally be with me. That makes my heart nervous. Something about that doesn't, it feels like, I don't know, like, fake is not the word. It feels sneaky. Like someone, like something in the situation feels sneaky. I don't know how to just, I don't know what this is. I don't know how to pinpoint it. It feels sneaky. It feels like someone's being watched. He knows I do, and I don't question him. I just told him, don't ignore me. I don't know why that feels like a trigger. I don't like you going ghost. Feels like he receives that like I don't give a fuck what you like. Like it's not always like it's that kind of response. Like it's like this like I feel like that has to do with the commitment. Like I have to consider you. I have to consider you what you like and do that. I feel like he feels like he has to give up his own needs, his own wants, his own what he likes and doesn't like how he navigates the world, like he's gonna have to give like sacrifice that when he's in a relationship. That's how he's synthesizing relationships and commitment, where it becomes all about the other person and what they want and what they like and what they need, because if not, then the repercussions, the reaction or whatever from that, like he doesn't want to, it's like argument, he doesn't want to do the arguments. Like if like you say you don't like something and he's like, well, I do, you know, it's like I don't want to deal with the argument. You know what I mean? So like I'd rather not be in a commitment. I don't want to deal with that. Like I don't want to deal with having to sacrifice myself and then like I'm not happy, or like I'm giving up myself for this like for what? Just so that this person can constantly be satisfied, aka you. Like constantly be satisfied. And then like what about me? Now I got to give up time with my boys to like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. Like that's how he's synthesizing a relationship. Is that true? Like I feel like I don't know. That's for me. Like my response to that is like, who the fuck wants to be in a relationship like that? Like I don't. You know what I mean? But like I'm also, I don't know. The way that I do relationships is different. So I don't know if that's your energy. If you're that person, if you like are like, yes, I want you to spend all your time with me or whatever. You know? But it's like that makes me feel nauseous. Like thinking of that, and like it makes me feel nauseous. My Venus is a Scorpio. Surprise. Right? So my Venus is a Scorpio, and so is my Mercury, so is my sun sign, and so is my Pluto. That's a lot of damn Scorpio. It is a Scorpio Venus. Not a lot of people can handle a Scorpio Venus. Like receiving a Scorpio Venus or having a Scorpio Venus. Um, just be more consistent with me. I just heard just be more consistent with me. I just heard that. Like that's the rebuttal. Be more consistent with me. Okay, so now my attention is being brought to like the energy being steady. It's almost like you have to handle him like a child. You know, when children. What, Aaliyah, are you trying to say? You know how sometimes like when a person is I want to say when a kid like okay, I keep being stopped, but I guess because that's insulting. I'm not trying to liken this person to a child or even their way of processing, but it's like this. You know how sometimes I do this actually. When a person is afraid of someone leaving them, they'll push them away. To This is such a fucking Scorpio thing to do. Does your guy have Scorpio placements? Because it's like this, like it's like that Scorpio test where it's like I'm gonna put this out there and see if you run. And if you run, then I know you're not for me. And I know that seems childish, but it's like it's a defense mechanism, you know? So it's like I'm gonna push you away. And if you don't fight for me or you don't choose to stay or you're not sure about me, then you're not my person because I'm sure about you. If you like it's like that. Like his energy is like if it got to the point, you get what I'm saying? Oh, I feel like I'm missing comments. Hold on. Just be more consistent with me. I have a Saturn, Mars, and Pluto. Mmm. Oh, really? Your ex has that placement. Yeah, he's too wishy-washy. And, okay, hold on. Ooh, come back. This is how I'm seeing it, Jasmine. Like, you know how it's like, I don't know why it keeps being like compared to like a small child or like a puppy, where it's like when you're training a puppy or as your child grows older and they're like in two and they're figuring out that they are their own person and they're learning the world and freedom and what boundaries are and stuff. There's a point in a child's life, usually around two, where they'll start to recognize that they're separate, they're an individual, so they'll like veer off away from their parent or their guardian or whatever, um but there's this moment of checking, like, is this okay, like how far can I go, and then like, okay, there's no repercussion, well, I'm gonna come back to wherever, or like the dog that's like gonna run around but eventually like they come back. It's kind of like that, where it's like you gotta give him space to, the way that I can explain this is you don't have to do anything. He is a person that needs to know that he has his freedom, and as he needs to know he has his freedom. So when he does things that's in the realm of personal freedom, whatever your reaction is, he synthesizes as you either support his freedom or you're trying to control his freedom. Like, I don't know. For me, I'm just like, okay, that's fine. I don't, like, I keep, like, for me, like, I don't know why, like, it feels like, okay, I don't know how to describe this, but my own energy is like, okay, like, you want your freedom, have your freedom. I know that that's my personal stance, though, so I don't know, but I feel like that's what he needs. You know what I mean? Like, that reassurance. Like, you can have your freedom, just don't disrespect me. I still want to lay with you at the end of the night. You know what I mean? Like, I still want to be intimate with you. Like, I still want to share my good news with you and hear your good news and celebrate you. But go do your thing. Like, I want you to have hobbies. I want you to have a life outside of this, because I don't want to be suffocated. Like, that's my personal stance, but I feel like that's what he needs, like that reassurance. Like, I don't want to be all on each other all the time. I'm sure as we get older, like, you know, we'll probably want to spend more and more time with each other or whatever, but it's like, I don't want to do every single thing with you. I want to have time with my people or by myself or doing whatever. You know, like, I want you to have that. Like, I want you to have experiences, that type of thing. Like, that's what he needs. I don't know if you're commenting or not. Like, that's the type of response that he needs. But also what I'm getting is, like, he needs to also level up in his perspective, in his maturity, because I feel like he is interpreting the whole, like, I don't like when you ghost thing as you like trying to, like, cut off he's associating that as, like, he doesn't have freedom to do whatever, where it's like, no, I just need you to respect me and communicate. If you're not able to have a conversation, then say, like, I'm not able to have a conversation. But also, don't keep putting me on the back burner and think that I'm a chick of convenience and that you're just gonna have a conversation with me when nobody else needs you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, all right, I'm not, again, it's like, it's not coming through definite, Jasmine, and I think that's because it's like, there needs to be, it's like both people are holding their grounds, but somebody needs to change. Somebody needs to flip the energy. And yeah. So yeah, I don't know, something like so yeah, that's what I feel like. Now I'm getting kind of irritated and, like, nervous. The death card. God, this feels like a never-ending reading. No, don't take that personally. I'm like, the energy feels that feels significant. Like, this feels like a never-ending, like, it's just going on and on and on and on, and it's like somebody needs to flip the script. Somebody needs to change the energy. You know what I mean? Like, somebody needs to change the energy. There's not going to be a commitment or change if the energy, like, if the energy remains the same. It's like both parties are, like, firm where they are, because I feel like there's a difference in, like, how do I describe this? The way that you are synthesizing information is differently than how it's different. The way that you guys synthesize information is different. So a conversation needs to happen so that you guys can explain, so that you can, exactly, communication. That's not how my gifts work, Jasmine. If you would like me to pull a card, I will, but that's not how that works. Like, tarot helps. I mostly channel. Most of my messages are intuitive. When I pull the cards, even when I do pick a card readings, like I'm not, it's a lot that comes directly from spirit, but when I get stuck, there's a card that then brings me back to clarify what spirit is saying. So, but it's energy. So, all right, the card that came out is Three of Swords. So, no. That's the heartbreak card. But the way that that feels is like, fine, no. Like you just want to know the answer. It feels like you're not even listening to me. You're not even hearing what I'm trying to say. You just want what you want, so no, I'm not committing. Like that's how it feels. My energy now feels irritated and I feel like I'm ready to shut down. Like you're not even listening to me. You're just asking me the same question and you want to know what you want to know and you're not hearing me explain to you what I need from you. You're just worried about what you need. So no, the answer is no. That's that's the energy. That's the energy. Like that's what I got. Like it's irritated now. Like I feel like I just saw like I does he oh you said he smokes. Like I just saw like a man like get up and walk away like ready to go smoke. Like I'm going to smoke. I can't. Like no. It's pissed. Your guy is pissed. Yeah. Aw, thank you, Shaylee. Ah. I love you. Thank you. So yeah, Jasmine, that's what I have. Well, see, but even like your response to that, I guess he's done with me then. Like you're not being present in the reading. You're not being perceptive or receptive. You're just solely focused on what you want. Like you're just solely focused on your answer. And it's like you're not listening to what he's saying he needs, even on an energetic level, like through spirit. And it's like, no, you guys are not going to be together because how you can't even show up to meet his needs, but you want him to show up to meet your needs. But like, do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, no. If you can't be bothered to hear and sit with this and process this, if your response is like, I just need to know, pull one last card, I'm just going to ask one more time, you're at this point now, you just want to hear what you want to hear, which is yes. So if that's what you want, yes, the answer is yes. You know what I mean? But that's not going to serve you. I'm not that person. Like I can't, don't take that seriously. The answer is not yes. Do not take that seriously. But it's like there's a death card. There's a transformation that needs to happen with you that you're not recognizing. A relationship is two ways. It's not just about what you want and what you need. Like this man is trying to energetically explain to you what you need. And it's like, like he wants it to be you, but you're showing him why it's not you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not listening. So it's like the energy is like, why? Why am I even gonna try? That's why he pulls away. That's why he's like, I'm just gonna go hang out with my boys. I'm gonna go smoke because this shit's stressful. Like I'm not trying to have this argument. You're not hearing me. It's exactly what I was saying earlier. You know what I mean? Now I'm like irritated and I'm like, I can't. I gotta like, I'm trying to like, you know how when you get pissed off and you just start like moving shit or you start cleaning or whatever, like that's what this energy feels like, where it's like, I don't even want to fucking deal with this shit. So now I'm just like, you know, gonna go put the dishes in the dryer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit that doesn't make sense. Like I'm about to go mop the ceiling. I can't even deal with this fucking shit right now. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Whew. All right. Okay. Exactly. Exactly that, Shaylee. Like, I'm about to go distract from this shit because I don't even want to feel this, and this is why I don't want to commit. Like, this is why I like to be single. This is why I don't want to be in a relationship because I don't want to deal with this back and forth shit. Like, it's that kind of energy where it's like, no, I'd rather be single, you know? So anyways, all right, that's what I have. I really need to pee. What time is it? Melissa, how you doing? 9:30. God, Shaylee, I feel like I really want... Do you have a question, Shaylee? You're welcome, Jasmine. I know that was probably like really aggressive at the end, so I hope thank you, Shaylee. Ah, thank you. See, I need you guys here. Let me hydrate my lips. So, Shaylee, actually, you know what? I feel like I remember you. You were here before. You've been here before. I remember your energy. That's very sweet. Okay, so but what was I gonna say, Jasmine? I would like to invite you to maybe like when this is over, go back and listen to what I was saying. Because I think you were in your ego and so you weren't hearing it like what spirit is trying to tell you. I know, right? Like, thank you. I need that. Honestly, just like and go pee. I feel like, is that weird though to like just get up and then go to the bathroom and be like, all right, I'm back. Like, that's weird, right? While I'm on live, because like that's the door for the bathroom right there. Anyways, yeah. So that's what I was saying, Jasmine. Yes, exactly. It's not weird for the four of us that's in here. All right, Shaylee, I feel like I definitely really. Do you have a question? Did you say? I feel like I do want to do a reading. I'm also. Need to pee. Do they? I don't watch enough readers. Um. Ugh, I think I'm done. You do have a question? I feel like that's weird. All right. I feel so awkward. I don't know why. Like, it feels so awkward to get up. Like, you guys are now. You guys know I'm gonna go pee. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. I forgot how much coffee I had to drink, and so. Oh, okay. Let's just jump right in. I feel like that's why I had to pee. Also, there was another thing I was gonna say that I cannot remember. So. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. We casually dated since January. Still enforced walls. I like that. All right. Let me see. Um. Yeah, I had a lot of it, man. Like, I definitely need to refill my water, which I will. Hold on. I just have water everywhere. Okay. I'm traumatized. I can relate to the steel walls. It's like one of those things, like funny but not funny. Well, you know. Okay, so so you want to know about his energy. Daniel is his name, right? What do you want to, what do you, like, is there something specific or like, all right, we're just going to let spirit lead it? Oh. Okay, so is there something specific you want to know? Like, all right, well, let's just ask. Hold on a second. I feel like I can't get settled. This is a part of the reading. Like, not, I feel like I can't get settled. Like, I can't get settled. This feels like not Capricorn. Let me explain what I mean. It's like a Capricorn that is like they feel like out of their element. Like, I can't get settled. Like, it's like, you know, Capricorns are pretty strategic. They have plans. They're decisive. They're structured. Like, bop, 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 bop. You know what I'm saying? Like, Capricorn's like, okay, we're going to do this at this time. We can get this. Like, it's very like, I need to have a plan. I'm responsible. Like, that type of energy. But this feels like I can't get settled. Like, I don't know what deck to use. I don't know how I want to sit. Like, I feel out of my element. That's the word. Like, it feels like out of my element. I just heard out of my depth. I just was brought back to Jasmine's like, can you just pick a card? So let me just shuffle. Okay. I'm gonna get a song for you. Shaylee. This feels, I cannot get comfortable. Oh, it's all right. That's all good. Jasmine she's pretty cool. It's all good. I wasn't offended by it. Like, I understand how the ego works. And when we're not aware that we're in our ego, sometimes we say things that we don't mean, or we come off in a way that we don't intend to. But our ego is there as a protection mechanism. It's our defense. It's what we put out first before people get to the ooey gooeyness. You know what I mean? And I feel like she's in kind of like a distress, like an anxious, like, I don't know what to do. You know that feeling where you're like, I love this person, I want to be with this person, but like, you know? So it's like, I just need to know, you know? And I feel that from her. I felt that from her energy, and it's all good. But, you know, spirit, like, comes through with whatever spirit comes through, and spirit said what spirit said. So we're just going to let that be what that is. All right, so, all right, I just feel like I want to cry. Which, no surprise, right? What is this cry, though? It's like, is this a relationship reading? She wanted to pick a card because she felt that channeling was taking energy out of you, and she felt bad for it. Yeah. Well, that's sweet. I mean, either way, it's, so that's all right. I know my process. So picking a card either way, it's energy. Either way, I'm channeling. Whether I pick a card or not, I'm channeling. The cards just support what I'm channeling and help. Like when I'm like, I can't tell, the cards, you know what I mean? Kind of like guide me. When I'm like, I'm not sure what this message is or what this symbolically is or what this metaphor is or like what's the clarity, then, you know, you get what I'm saying? But either way, I'm channeling. So, okay. Anyways, on a side note, Shaylee, right now I feel like a little kid, like an inner child. And it feels like, this is out of my depth. I feel like something about this Daniel guy's inner child is, I just heard activated. It's like, I feel like I want to tell you. Did you hurt his feelings? Or did he express, like, I feel like I want to tell you, like, how you hurt. I feel like I'm channeling this person. Yeah, like, I feel like I want to tell you, like, how you hurt my feelings or, like, what you did wrong. But it's like, I feel like an inner child where, like, I'm, like, too afraid to say it. Like, I don't want to, because I don't want to make it worse. Like, I don't want, did you have a reaction towards him? Yeah, okay, so I feel like he's afraid of getting that again. It's like, I want to tell you, but, like, I'm afraid. Like, I'm afraid. And also, that's the out of my depth thing, where it's like, I'm not used to, I'm a man. This is what I'm hearing. Like, I'm a man. I'm not used to feeling like this. Like, what is this? What is this? You know what I mean? It's like, ugh, get it off of me. It's like that. Like, he's feeling emotions for the first time. And it's like, ugh, get that. What is that? You know what I mean? Like, that's the energy. But it's like, and so it's like, you put him in this, like, inner child, and it's like, whoa, where did you come from? Like, how long have you been here? How much did you hear? I don't give you permission to be here. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. So it's like his inner child wants to speak up, but then, like, when his inner child is like, but by the way, he's like, who the fuck? Like, what? Okay, so do you get that? Like, he's like, yeah. That's exactly what this feels like. So do you get what I'm explaining though? Where it's like he wants to. It's weird. It's like, I feel like he wants. It's like he wants to talk to you, but he doesn't want to talk to you. Like, it's okay. So let me explain that. Like, he wants. It's his inner child. Okay, this is what's happening. His inner. It's like his inner voice. I want to say, like, his inner conscious, his higher self, wants to talk to you and tell you the things. But his ego is like, take a back seat, sir. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't do feelings. We don't do emotions. Like, who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? It's like that. So it's like, and it's weird because it's like, I feel like I'm seeing him like, nope, I told you to go back there. And then he starts doing something. The guy, he's like, nope. And he keeps trying. You know what? You know that moment where it's like, if you have a dog, this is how I'm seeing it. And the dog keeps trying to jump on you and you keep pushing it down. And finally you get irritated and you're like, stop jumping on me. You know, it's like that. I feel like with his, like, inner voice or his inner, yeah, like his inner voice, where it's like, I don't, like, why does this keep coming up? Like, I don't want to, it's like, I don't want to talk about this stuff. Like, men don't talk about feelings. Men don't talk about, like, well, you did this thing and it hurt my feelings. And you know what I'm saying? It's it's his ego. But then also, like, so now, like, this is how I feel. Like, I feel like, I don't know why I feel like this. It's like that. Like, I feel like that's how he's, like, dealing with it, where it's like, I don't know why I feel like this. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know. Like, what is this? Get it off of me. How do I stop it? All right, so you had 3 songs. Let me. I feel like I don't know if this middle song really applies, but I feel like he blames you for something. It might be projection though. So the song that you have is Camisado by Panic at the Disco, and it's your regular decorated emergency. The bruises and contusions will remind me what you did when you wake. And it's like, yeah, that's what yes, he told me he is vulnerable around me and it's hard. I feel like that's what he blames you for. Let me explain. This feels like projection though. So, okay. It's like the you that you are, this is how I'm getting, like, I feel like you're such a spiritual being and you're so connected. You might be like a catalyst, and that's what he blames you for. So you were a catalyst to activate this awakening, to to bring his energy up and to bring his awareness to his ego and his shadows and like his insecurities and like shit that he's as unhealed. And so it's like he blames you for that, because why? You might just be saying something in truth, not even to be mean. Like, might just be like, you know when you do that thing that's a sign of trauma or something like that, or you might like call him out on like, no, it's not okay for you to treat me this way or something. And it's not malintended, but it's just like you see him and you call him out and you're like, nope. Like, it's like you hold his hand to the fire, so he has to face himself. So like that's what he blames you for. And it's like, that's just the core, that's just the you that you are. And so anytime he's around you, it's like you remind him of like his bruises. The bruises and contusions will remind me what you did when you wake. Like, you remind him of his ego and like how it's easily bruised or whatever the situation is, like where he thought he was strong and secure, and you bring him into that like vulnerable space. It's like he blames you for that. Instead of thanking you. That's what I just heard. Um yeah, exactly. So it's a projection. Okay, so the other thing that I have, okay, no, hold on. The other song that you have is Kesha Hymn. This is a hymn for the hymnless, kids with no religion. Yeah, we keep on sinning. Yeah, we keep on singing. Okay, automatically from this, I feel like you've changed his perspective. Like, whatever his belief system is, whatever his perspective is, like, you've changed that for this person. Where he might have been so confident and so certain on his belief system, and it's like, no, this has been proven time and time again. Like, you've come in with a different perspective, and it's like, what? You know what I mean? Oh, let me see what this is. Oops. Yes, I love music so much. Um, and you and okay, so it's this. It's like, oh, okay, with the vulnerabilities. Like, like the way that he's seeing you is like you have an easier time expressing, accepting, showcasing vulnerabilities, and then accepting that about yourself than he does. And there's almost like I want to say like an envy. Like, how the fuck do you do that? You know what I mean? Like, because okay, so it says, yeah, we keep on sinning. Yeah, we keep on singing. Sorry if you're starstruck. Blame it on the stardust. I know that I'm perfect even if we're fucked up. It's like you accept yourself. I just heard flaws and all. Which is crazy because like you're showing him his bruises and contusions, his wounds, his whatever for the first time, which he's accounting of vulnerability as that. And okay, does he have a child? What is that about? Do you have a child? Oh, the inner child, the inner child, the inner child. Okay, so yeah, like you're showing him his inner child. Like you oh, this is so cute. Like I'm seeing like you and your inner child holding hands and like dancing and going around in circles, and he's like, you fucking dance with your inner child. Like there's a guilt where it's like I like shove my inner child away. Like I'm like, we don't have time for you. You know what I'm saying? But he sees you as like playing and interacting with your inner child, and there's almost like an envy. It's almost like a I'm seeing it as like a dad that's like a kid wants to be like, hey dad, you know, can we play baseball or whatever? And it's like, not now, honey. Like I gotta finish this thing, and it's that like how do you get to play with your inner child? Like I have responsibilities. Like I gotta, and not that he doesn't want to have responsibilities. Like he likes to have. He's a Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's like I didn't. Okay, it's that. It's like I didn't even know that this was like a thing that existed. Like this is a brand new concept that you can be friends with your inner child, that you can engage with, acknowledge, showcase your inner child, play with, dance with your inner child. You know what I'm saying? That's how he's seeing you. Okay, the other song that you have is Bird Set Free by Sia. Clipped wings, I was a broken thing, had a voice, but I couldn't sing. Did you share any personal information with him? Whether publicly or directly, like if you have a public platform, for example, like on a social media, or like directly, like your personal experiences, like how you might have overcome something. That I feel that in my gut. Like I feel like that is like it's like a you know how when you feel something in your gut and it feels kind of like sick. Yeah. So okay, this I don't know what that's about yet, but I don't know what that's about. Ugh, because it makes me feel it's like I feel I don't know how to describe it. It's like you know that like when your heart drops into your stomach. You know that like when you did okay, it's this feeling. You know when you do something wrong and then like the way that it's the way that it's being shown to me is like you did something wrong in school and you know that the school is like when you get home like the parent they're gonna call your parents and like when you get home your parents like you know you're about to be in trouble and you're it's like oh my god what is it like you're nervous about it like what is it what are they it's back to that like what are they gonna say what are they gonna do like I'm about to fucking get in trouble yo it's like that energy. There's like a hesitancy, a fear of that, of like whatever the trouble is for being in his ego and like how he reacted or responded, like the way that he was treated, like interacting with you from an ego. But the way that I'm getting it though is like there's a realization where it's like, oh okay. So it's like he's realizing like who you are and why you are that way. Clipped wings, I was a broken thing, had a voice, but I couldn't sing. You would wind me down. I struggled on the ground. I'm getting like a like conflict. So basically what I'm trying to say, my heart, man. I just got like missed opportunity. Like I feel like I don't know if he's afraid that this was a missed opportunity because I feel like he like judged you before getting to know you, like really truly know you. Because he had like ideas of you. But the more it's like I'm getting like a slow build where it's like you shared this information, it didn't hit right away, but the more he sat with it and processed it and chewed on it, the more it's like he was able to see you and like why what you do or the way you are is the way that it is because of what you've been through, and where he took your demeanor towards him as something personal. You know what I mean? He's realizing like it wasn't personal, it wasn't about him at all, it was like you have to be that way. you know? Okay, and so now that's bringing me back to like that heart sinking feeling where it's like, damn, I feel like I'm about to get in trouble. Like I'm about to get told off. Like I'm about to have to, like I was in the wrong. Like I'm about to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? That's how he's feeling. And it's like, I don't know how to navigate this. Like, I don't know. I feel like he's like kind of tiptoeing and it's like a hesitancy. Like, let me see. It's like he's trying to feel out your energy, like where you are, what my that shit made me just like nervous. Like my fucking heart just flew up in my throat. Does that make sense? Are you saying anything? But it's like he's trying to feel out your energy. I can handle it. I can handle it, Shaylee. So feel free. It's like I feel like he's trying to feel out your energy, like you know, like where are we going, or like how do you like what, like are you gonna yell at me, or are we just gonna like move this, like how what do you like what do you, it's almost like I feel like he feels like you're like come here, but behind your back you have like a club in the other hand or something, like it's like hesitant, like okay, are you really trying to call me in because like you really just like are you trying to clunk me, or is do you really just want to be with me, is this gonna be good, like are we like do you for real like mean what you say like when you said that before, like did you really mean that, you know, like when you said, did you tell him you love him? I don't know why, like when I so in my mind it just, yeah, because he ignored me for 2 weeks and then I talked for a minute and then told me he wasn't attracted to me. And then came back. Yes, I did. Yeah. I don't know why I asked that because that came through and now I got distracted. Um, I feel like, so, oof, this is like, I was just getting ready to say, like, he doesn't feel good enough. Like, it's like, why do you, what I was like hearing was like, why do you love me? Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know how to handle that. Exactly that. That like I feel so nervous in that energy. Like I feel like oh my god. Like you see how tense my shoulders got where it's like, oh my gosh. I feel like he looks at you as so strong and I feel like it's almost like he doesn't feel like he's strong enough for you. Like it's like why do you need, like not why do you need me, but like I feel like he doesn't know if he'll be able to handle whenever like the going gets tough. It's like, am I gonna be able to do it? I don't know. But yeah, so I keep feeling so fucking nervous, yo. Like it's the nerves are so intense that it makes me like want to cry. Ugh. This is like the fear to do something, and it's like once you do it, that it's like a fear to do something because you have that feeling, you know, in your chest. That feeling is like what keeps him from doing the thing, But it's like when you do the thing, the feeling will go away. Like you have to do the thing in order for the feeling to go away. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's like he's allowing that feeling to stop him from doing the thing. It might have something to do with the choice. Leaving something behind. Yeah. Okay, so, oh, good Lord. That energy. What did I say? Yeah, he said he met someone else when he cut me off. So the way that I'm getting it is like he doesn't feel like he's good enough for you, and it's like he's afraid to let the other person go, because if he gets with you and then he is not good enough, then it's like I don't get this person or the person that I let go. You know what I'm saying? And there's a comfortability with the other person that he met. So he's afraid to do that. He's afraid to let that person go and come to you because he doesn't think that he's good enough, but he's not going to know he's not good. He's not going to know he's good enough until he comes to you. Like until he does the thing. That's the thing. Until you do the thing, you're always going to be afraid of the thing. The thing is always going to be as big as you make it in your mind until you actually interact with the thing and see that that thing is actually not that big. You know? I feel like the more he sees you at a distance, the more he has you on a pedestal, and that's what he's interacting with. But the more you interact with someone on a more personal level, the more you see them as human. So the smaller that fear gets, the more relatable it is, the more you feel like, I'm good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the way that it's coming through is like when you're afraid to fart in front of a person, but then that person farts in front of you and you feel like, oh, thank God, like now I can fart. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, it didn't have to be all that. You could have just let that shit rip. Like when I'm ready to fart, I'll fart. You get what I'm saying? What an analogy. Why was that the analogy, Spirit? I don't know. I guess maybe you should fart in front of him. Show him you're human. The way that I'm seeing it is like I feel like he thinks you fart pixie dust. It's like, no, homie. I am very real. Just because I have this enlightenment doesn't mean that I'm not a human. You know? So, yeah. Speaking of, oh my God, I have gas, you guys. Like, what? Oh my God. I have gas. Oh, Lord of mercy. Yeah, but, God, I just keep feeling nervous. All right, so that's it. I think it's just you and Melissa in here. It's the coffee, I think. Probably. How awkward. I mean, talk about keeping it real, huh? Aw, I know, Shaylee. Oh. That made me sad. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, but I feel like I'm tapped, you guys. I now feel like, ugh, completely drained. Well, Shaylee, don't know, but I feel that in my gut. Like, oh, good God. Like a nerve, like a nervousness. Yeah. You're welcome. All right. Well, I think it's just you two in here. So, Melissa, thank you, of course, for being here and helping me. Shaylee, I love your energy. Thank you so much for encouraging me and reminding me to drink some agua. Because I need it, man. Like, you know, those reminders and stuff. I know that sounds like whatever. I need it. Oh, Shaylee. I don't either. That's not funny. That's not funny. That's actually really fucking sad. But like, I feel that. I don't either. It hurts. It's so painful. It hurts. I don't know why when I like read that I heard with your absolutely gangsta spirit. I was like, yay, yay. But also, thank you. What is wrong with me? I need to end this live. I need to end this live. All right, you guys. I'm gonna close this out. I don't know how much time it's been. Forever, it feels like. Probably like 3 hours or something. So, all right, I'll see you guys in the next live. Thanks for hanging. Adios.